Hello everyone, Mozart here. We are playing some more 9kings, and I have another build I'd like to share with you all. You'll be selecting the King of Spells this time. At least I will be. You could also select the King of Magic, but I prefer the King of Spells just because of these perks. Now, I'll explain a little bit more about the build as we get into it, but pretty much Scholar. Libraries have plus 5% success rate times 4. 20% extra success rate is awesome, and I call this the Enchanted Orbiters. What we're going to do is have one tankier item, or one tankier unit, and then the rest of the units are all going to be Orbiters. And we're going to have libraries surrounding our tanky unit, and that will boost all of the Orbiters that are next to each other. Now for this, I like to ban the King of Greed. Those thieves really wreck our backline Orbiters, and we will go ahead and restart until we find at least the King of Magic. Alright, so we got the King of Time, of course, that's who we were looking for the Orbiters, and the King of Nothing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the King of Nothing. You know, maybe we can do something like, Steel Coat is great for an enchantment, especially to multiply it. So we'll definitely be using Steel Coat. Let's go ahead and give our Warlock one of those right off the bat. But also, you know, usually for this build, I only have one tanky unit. So in this case, it's going to be a Warlock. And between 2 libraries, potentially 3 libraries. But this is what's so cool about this game is the King of Nothing. If we can get a farm back here, we'll just start stacking our frontline Warlocks really easy. Or really early, I should say. So let's try to get a farm. By the way, side note, I really like the Paladin unit. We'll be doing a build on that. Nice, and here's the farm. So perfect. I'm going to put it on this side, and we'll put another library here. Now, it doesn't really matter so much to put another library here, because we can just upgrade this if we need to. Alright. So nice, another Warlock, and hopefully, yeah, King of Time next. So looking pretty good. This is a really good start right now. Now, fingers crossed, we need Orbiters. We need these Orbiters. After we get them, Rewind's great, but Orbiter now. Come on. We only get 2 rerolls here. Oh no. Come on. Yes, okay. Ooh, this is so good mid and late game. Doubles the enchantments of all your active troops. But right now, we only have 1 active troop with some steel coats on. I think we're going to take exploration. Yeah, let's take exploration here. And our first Orbiter on the board. Already 1 stack of steel coat. So yeah, that is the idea behind this. Orbiters, if you're not familiar. I don't think I went over this in the intro. But yeah, when an adjacent plot gets an enchantment, it gets it too. So libraries will enchant adjacent plots. So yeah, we have our Warlocks getting enchanted, which is in turn enchanting all of our Orbiters. King of Nothing again. And we'll try to get another farm. But King of Nothing's good because we can get another farm or another steel coat, or the King of Nothing has a card that levels up any plot, and I forget what it's called here. But yeah, any of those would be great. And one more roll here. We didn't get any of them, so we'll just take an archer. Okay, 20 gold or less. I guess we'll have to accept that. A little disappointing that we didn't get the another farm. But let's get him. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a stack of combustion. Now, something to think about too is what enchantments you want on your Orbiters. Steel Coat is good in my opinion on front and backline units. Combustion is pretty good, but what I'm getting at is if you have like 10 enchantments on your units, the library is only going to have a chance to enchant one of those 3 chances to do that, right? So it's going to pick a random enchantment 3 times. So you can really narrow down if you just keep a few good enchantments on your units. You can really narrow down and get what you want on them. Get a lot of stacks. So this is perfect. It doesn't even matter that we didn't get a farm, so another orbiter coming right up. It's awesome. Yeah, I'll probably say it in most of my videos, but Rewind is one of my favorite cards. Once you get going, that card is so good. So I think, yeah, any time you're against the King of Time is usually good, because just Rewind can help you build whatever build you're trying to make, if that makes sense. In addition to that, the Citadel. This Citadel is so good. I can't believe the Citadel's insta-kill is an AoE strike. Sometimes this will take out massive groups of units with an Infinity Strike, which is just an auto-kill. And that's from a perk. That's a perk you can take on the King of Spells, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, we're just going to save here. I don't want to roll, I want to save it for our orbiters. We really need to start filling our board up. Okay, I don't want either one of these. I am going to roll once. We want, like, King of Nature would be fine. King of Blood doesn't really do much for us, but King of Nature at least has Clone, and it gives us, where it multiplies the units, or adds 9 units. Can't remember it. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. Alright, King of Nothing again. Now let's watch this for an Infinity Strike. Oh my gosh, you see how many it just took out? I feel like that was all 14 taken out by the Citadel. Alright, these archers are kind of our worst, one of our worst enemies against Steel Coat. Just because they fire so fast, but you can still see most of them took 0 damage. Looks like they just got through. Hopefully our Citadel can clean up the last few of these. Oh, come on. Nice. That was close, though. Okay, another farm's great. And King of Time, that's good. We really need an orbiter. You know what? I'm gonna throw this away because I can't remember if it was the 3rd or 2nd to last card we played for the orbiter. And if we get a rewind right here, I really want to make sure we can get an orbiter. I mean, just the orbiter card would be great, but you know, rewind too is just equally as good. Okay, nice. We're kind of clobbering them. Again, the King of Nothing with their archers, probably our biggest enemy right now, most hard enemy. Okay, come on, orbiter, nice. And another library, but actually, we have a level 3 library. We're gonna put one right here as well. It's a level 1 farm. Let's go ahead and get this level 2 farm. We have just enough gold. Or, I'm sorry, it's gonna be a level 3 farm. And what was this? Oh yeah, 20 gold or less. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty low on gold all the time. Oh, I almost put that in the wrong spot. Orbiter here. There we go. Okay, finally, we're starting to stack up. We need to keep stacking these orbiters. Then we can expand one plot in 2 turns. Year 12, and we'll probably do the one right behind our Warlock. Put another library back there. Now, like I said, usually I start off with, you know, libraries on each side of my tank unit. But since we got the King of Nothing, you know, having a farm on one side just so we can just start stacking our front line, I like that a lot, actually. Citadel putting in work. You know, it really carries you early game while you're trying to build up your orbiters and their enchantments. So right now we have Combustion and Steel Coat for our enchants. And I think I will put 1 or 2 more on there. We'll just take an offering here. And we'll level up the last of this farm. And nice, we have the King of Time next. So yeah, again, we'll be playing until year 33. That's the first boss. And all these playthroughs like this, I'm just doing on King difficulty. Hoping that my builds will maybe spark ideas for some of your builds or something that you've been trying. And eventually I do want to do a harder series where we do it on the hardest difficulty. So that's the goal later on. Then we'll be playing some of these, you know, maybe like an endless, do some endless playthroughs. My only restriction on that is my rig. My computer can't really handle the later rounds. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. But I really am enjoying this 9 Kings. Alright. Once we get another library, put it right behind them. And what I'd like to do is use this rewind use this rewind with offering. But I don't think we can do that. We don't have any extra slots that we can get rid of. So I think we're just going to use it. Alright, 4 sets of orbiters, that's great. Yeah, they're stacking steel coats now, that's awesome. Yeah, this is steel coat is really good against the elven archers. Or is it just elves? Again, I'll try to put the card on the screen if I can find it. But just because they're slower firing rate but higher damage, you know, we can block more. Or it doesn't mean we can block more, but we can. They're gonna fire less over the fight, so you know it might not even get through all of our steel coat stacks. They're pretty tanky though here, so we're definitely gonna need some damage for our orbiters. So a damage enchant would be great. That'd be great. Yeah, this is taking forever here just to finish off these last 10 units. You can do it. You can do it. But yeah, seriously, these are so tanky, or I just have no damage. Excuse me. I think it's yeah, it's just elf, that's right. So maybe I won't put it on the screen now. I'm just kidding. Alright, we need a clone. I'm gonna roll until we try to get a clone. Come on. Oh, that sucks. Okay, Citadel. So what should we do here? Now this game, along with a lot of other card games, of course, is a strategy game. You can't always play it the same way. So ideally, I would love to fill up all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more squares with orbiters. But what I'm considering here is putting a farm here. For one, this is our strongest orbiter. This one's always going to have the most enchants as of now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we can start multiplying some of our orbiters. And again, I usually don't do this. I haven't ever tried this with a farm, but this is why this game's so cool. There's so many different combinations you can try. Like I said, I have... It's gonna sound so nerdy, but I have notepads. Like 10 notepads filled out with just notes on builds that I've tried that I think would be really fun to do a video on. But... I know that's goofy, but yeah, notepads and a pencil. So I still do it. So this is an exactly even fight. You see 50 to 50. Okay, this Warper summoned one, and it's 51, but yeah, pretty even fight. So these orbiters from the computer are a little bit stronger than ours, unfortunately. We're gonna need an infinity. We got a massive infinity hit. Citadel's OP. I'm gonna say it, Citadel's OP. Alright, one roll, we need orbiter or rewind. Come on. Yes. Okay. This would be so cool for a different build, right? Gambling, you just get an extra card, but you can't choose your loot. This is awesome, or this is also awesome, but not for our build. I would love to try this out sometime. Your wizards have 100 attack, but only 1 hit point. This would be great to take, and then take the perk, or I'm sorry, the decree that makes the attack of your highest unit spread to all your units. So those are cool. Those are interesting. I can't reroll. This would be just good. This is probably the safest option. Feast. I'm thinking about taking gambling. Because we really only need 2 more slots for orbiters, right? Let's take gambling. Let's take a gamble here and take gambling. All right, and I'm gonna opt to put this orbiter here rather than this square, just so it doesn't, this library doesn't have a chance to enchant that one. I really want all our enchants filtered through this warlock and spread to our orbiters. Not a chance for another orbiter to steal it, because then our warlock doesn't receive that. So it looks like we're getting absolutely steamrolled here. Oh my goodness. I don't think Citadel's gonna save us from this one. Too many. Okay. Prosperity. All right, we got some gold. I was broke until now. So again, we can't choose our cards, so we can't. It doesn't really matter who we face, right? We just want to make sure not to face. What was the King of Nothing that just whooped us? So we'll make sure to try to roll when we see King of Nothing. But what we need to try to do now is get these orbiters leveled up. Have a slot for at least 1 more right here. Potentially we'll put another one here. But then we need to start leveling them up. We have a 21 unit front line. Pretty good. We can also level up our warlocks. And we have a lot of steel coats. Yeah, so we definitely need damage. Definitely need damage. And it looks like we're taking out these elves a little bit faster than last time. So that's good. I think it would really help too to get this farm leveled up to 3. That'll be 3 extra orbiters per. Okay, so I lied about finishing off these elves early or faster. I think this is about the same, unfortunately. Come on. I think it's a lot of our, yeah, Citadel doing the work. Look at that. Almost 12k compared to next highest, 2100. That's okay. Citadels will carry us through the early game. Wow, that's the earliest stalemate I've ever seen. Year 15. We need damage. Bad. Okay, perfect. Poison vial. That's actually really good. I think I might just keep these 3 enchantments, and fingers crossed we can get some more poison stacks. So add 9 units. Let me think here. I definitely need a library, but of course we can't choose our cards. So I think I'm gonna just stack up our strongest orbiter here, 17, right, and this one square. And again, we need to start leveling up. So hopefully we get like a clone card, you know, King of Nothing card that has the level up. One of those, or just flat orbiters. That'd be great. I'd also take a warlock. You know, our warlock's on level 2. And a library. I'd take all those. And we didn't get any of them. Ooh, and we did catch the King of Nothing. Let's get out from his sights. Alright, so we'll put a Citadel here. And you know what? Since we have it, we'll just put a Spire here. You know, later on, maybe if we get a combustion or, you know, a destroying card. A card that destroys a plot in exchange for something. We'll go ahead and use that, but since we have it, you know, it's not going to do much just because of all our steel codes, so it's kind of... yeah, not really doing too much there, so... oh, nice. We finally got another library. Wizard, huh? You know, Shaman, I'd like to dedicate a whole build to a Shaman. I haven't done any experimenting with it, but it seems like a really cool card. And since we need to fill up some space, let's see. I don't think I'd put anything here except for like a utility building. I think I might just throw in some wizards or some shamans. Let me think here. Yeah, because if anything, we're going to expand up here and down, right, for our orbiters. Let's go ahead and throw in a shaman back there. Now, the idea, I don't want to talk about too much. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because I want my warlocks pumping. So we'll get rid of that too. Yeah, I want this farm to only go to my warlocks right now. But that's okay. No biggie. But yeah, I would love to do a full shaman build, but I haven't really done much testing with them. Okay, we don't really need to do anything crazy here. Just probably go here. And nice, we got an orbiter, so that's perfect. And adrenaline. Actually, I will use this adrenaline here. So these are the only enchants as of now. The plan is just to keep them. We have a rainbow army coming. That's great. But yeah, so it's going to be adrenaline. That's what we have on here. We got the poison stacks. We got combustion. And we got steel coat. Ooh, doubles size, damage, and hit points. Increases target's movement speed. Okay, so... nobody has any damage. All these orbiters do 3 because they're level 1. I think haste definitely is going to go to the warlock. Gives us some space. They'll be able to close the gap way faster with that. And we're going to roll again. I'm not confident in the King of Nothing. Yeah, we can fight our mimic here. So Gigantify. Let's save this. Let's see what decree we get. Now the decree we want is the one that doubles all our enchantments. So let me think. What we really need is to upgrade this and then use Gigantify. So yeah, we're gonna hold on to this for a little while. And we got plenty of steel coats. I'm just gonna sell this. Call me crazy. I definitely want to try to get more poison and adrenaline stacks. Oh yeah, crushing all their wizards over here. They don't stand a chance. A chance. Okay, again, I want the double enchantments. This is so cool. I want to do a build with wizards sometime. 3 new random plots. That's always nice, but what we really want to concentrate on now is leveling up our units. This will be decent. Movement speed, critical damage. Catharsis is so good. Let me see here. All troops have the same damage. Our highest damage is 2, 4. Highest damage is 4. So that'd give me 1 more damage on all the orbiters. Okay, we only get 1 more roll here. Oh my gosh, and we got it. Re-enchant. Doubles all enchantments of active troops. Watch it. Watch this. Yeah, this is gonna be insane. Oh yeah. Holy moly. 70, about 80 enchants. Over 80 enchantments there. So let's go ahead and use offering too. Clone is awesome. Let me think about this. Yep. Orbiter. And then what we can do, add 10 hit points to our tanks. I want to save this Gigantify. It's not really going to do much unless we use it on our tanks, and we really, really need damage. So, procreate that. It's 46 stacks of combustion. Let's sell it. Alright, cool. Oh, jeez, is this going to go to stalemate again? All these dang elves. Okay, it did not. We absolutely smoked them. Nice, another poison vial, another clone. So that's so good. I'm actually going to use it to upgrade our good orbiters. I could put it right here or right here. But since we have Gigantify I've been trying to use. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then poison vial. Really good. 8 stacks on our warlock. That's crazy. Or 8 stacks on everybody, I should say. Yeah, I think we're cruising to a nice victory here. Make peace with an enemy. I think it's going to be the king of nothing. I'm scared to fight him still. Like year 10. Year 10, he absolutely whooped me. Okay, regression's cool. Warper's okay. Man, I guess I just play one of these. I really don't want to just keep selling them, but I guess I am getting 2 cards per. Let's sell this time. Our arch nemesis, the king of nature. He doesn't stand a chance anymore. Yeah, I think these shaman are actually doing some work. I wish it would show how much it buffs or how that works. I'll have to do a whole video and explore with these shamans sometime. Let's go ahead and keep stacking these. I know I've been hanging on to this Gigantify for a while. We could go up to 7.2 damage. But I think if we can get 2 more stacks, I mean, that'd be really good. And here's a decree coming up too. We don't really need too much more expansion right now, but we'll take it. Merchant, huh? Definitely going to take offering. And I actually think I'm going to take sacrifice too. We can get some units leveled up, and we have warpers that we can use it for. So let's do that. Our warlock can be leveled up. That's awesome. 82 life now. Our library as well, but let's go ahead and... should I get rid of the shamans? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, nice regression. Shields, library, and then we're gonna boost this more. We're gonna boost up our orbiter some more. Have the overinvest, and then we'll gigantify. So we have a few more turns to do all this. But yeah, 7 more years and we have the boss fight. Oh, wow, another regression and orbiter. Okay, we can get 1 more level on the orbiter, but we might end up just using our buff cards. We'll see what we get here from the King of Nature. Clone card would be sick. You know, gambling worked out pretty well. It'd be super, super risky to take it as your first decree. But yeah, it ended up doing alright as our second. Okay, so let's just keep expanding down here. Nice, we did get a clone card. So orbiter clone. Nice. Let's overinvest. What does this go to? 6.2. It should go to like 8, 7.1. So now we can Gigantify. Take this up to 14.2. And then maybe in the next decree we can get the... oh, is it Carnage? Is that what it's called? Ooh. Gigantify. 14.1. Rewind. Gigantify. Look at that. Okay, 28 damage now. We're sitting pretty. And they have 235 life. Yeah, they're cooking now. We're cooking. I don't think any of these teams stand a chance now. Okay, 3 copies of the next card you throw in. Let's do that. We'll go ahead and upgrade all these. Now I want to upgrade this one first. Just because they're potentially getting a buff from the farm. And then, why does this one have so many? I don't know. I don't remember upgrading that one. Oh well. Let's overinvest now. 28.2. How about a 32.5? And 270 life. Nice. Absolutely smoking them now. 70,000 from our main orbiters. That's huge. Okay, so we can... You know what? Let's put some boars here. They don't have any enchants, so they're not going to steal any enchants from this library. Oh, they might steal the chance to enchant. I don't know if it does it if it doesn't have an enchant. But anyways, let's get some orbiters right and some boars. It'd be funny. There we go. You can't even see them. They're so big. Alright, we don't need any of these troops. We just need orbiters. And we can't afford to buy one anyways, so... Another orbiter's going here. Stack of adrenaline. And we got 2 more years. 2 more battles. Now, it's not a clean sweep. Remember, we did lose to the King of Nothing way early. But we should be incredibly strong right now. Really, really strong. So, 1 more battle. And then the final battle. 2% hit points. I mean, be good for the boars right here. We'll just put some wizards down. Doesn't really matter. I don't really want to sell them because not very valuable to do that right now. Yes, our arch nemesis, King of Nature, not standing a chance anymore. And the last battle, the final battle. We must play all of our cards. And let's see where we're at here. So, well over 100 enchants. Let's see. 80, 120, yeah, like 130, 133 enchants, right? If I counted right. Super, super good. Absolutely insane. Almost 100k damage last round. Pretty much they did all of it. And let's go ahead and procreate. You know, since we have a slot, I normally wouldn't, but we'll just put down an orchard. Now, if I was going to continue playing this, that'd be a great spot for combustion, this orchard and these wizards. But what I'd like to do is swap these, so the wizard isn't taking any farm procs from the warlock. But yeah, no biggie. I think we're going to be strong enough to do this anyways. And plenty of combustion stacks, but why not? Let's give them another one. And the final battle. Here's our warlocks with all the enchants. And we should smoke this boss. Watch this. Okay, I've killed it faster. But, oh, okay. I think he was just getting some AoE there. But yeah, absolutely smoked the boss. And you can see how well this build can scale. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this. I am having a blast with this game. There's more builds to come. Here's the final stats for our main orbiters. Really, really cool. And all the decrees and stuff. But yeah, thanks for joining me today. I hope this sparked some ideas for your builds that you've been trying. And I'll see you in the next one.